School of Shiatsu, techniques for spinal mobilization. This technique that I've called the spinal wiggle is actually a standard physiotherapy technique working on the spine itself and using the spinous processes. Our fingertips are on one side and our thumbs on the other, grasping the spinous processes adjacent to each other all the way down. And we're making a wiggle wiggle so that it is creating a kind of snaky motion all the way down the back. So this is ensuring that each vertebra is moving beside the next one and that they are articulating and mobile all the way down. This is very easy to incorporate into a standard shiatsu technique, and particularly if somebody has got back stiffness and you feel that you need to mobilize a little bit more, then this is a good one to use. So we're working on adjacent, so next door to each other, spinous processes. Drop down one, drop down the next, so that each spinous process is actually being worked, if you like, twice, but the whole spine is being moved from side to side in a snaky-like motion, which you can see here if you see the time lag between what my hands are doing and the motion of John's hips at his belt. And we can do this all the way down the spine. Even when we get here into the lumbar area, there is still quite a bit of play, and you want to be able to see this nice snaky motion all the way down. If the whole spine moves as a piece, then it gives us an indication that the vertebrae are not really moving against each other. So you may have excessive stress there and also muscular stress. Second technique is alternating. So the same thing, we're grasping adjacent vertebra. You see this here in close up. So you feel for one, feel for the one next door to it, and then we're pushing and pulling. So it's not a very deep motion. It's almost kind of sideways. The thumb is pushing against the index finger of the opposite hand. So push, push. And this is almost making them move against each other. Of course, they're not really, it's just a suggestion as pressure. So here you can imagine that we're pushing them this way and that. Of course, they don't move like that, but it just allows a little mobilization within the intervertebral joints, and that's what we're looking for here. So standard physio body worker massage mobilization technique, and here I'm showing you on bare skin, so it's easier to see. So we're just feeling the spinous processes all the way down. And if we were doing this as massage, I would recommend putting a towel or something over the body, otherwise you get fingernail marks all the way down. But you can see here that I'm grasping the spine, the spinous processes really quite firmly. Put a little bit of space between my hands just so that you can see better. So it does feel like quite a firm technique, but it can be quite mobilizing. Here we are going into the second one. So push, pull, alternating between the vertebra. So you're pushing and pulling the spinous processes against each other just to create a little bit of play in them.